All right, we're also keeping an eye on those devastating wildfires in LA County today. Officials say they are now responsible for the deaths of at least 10 people and the destruction of more than 10,000 structures. Let's go now to CBS News correspondent Elise Preston. She is live for us in Santa Monica near the Palisades fire, the largest of all these active fires burning in LA County. Welcome, Elise. I'm glad to see that you are staying safe. Can you just let us know where you are and what it's like there behind you?
Yeah, well, we are staying safe. Myself and our crew, we are just off the Pacific Coast Highway here in Santa Monica, and you can see the Palisades fire behind us. You know, part of the danger here, Liz, is not the immediate flames. It is the air quality here in LA. You see that I have on a mask. Our crew, I was so thankful that they gave me these eye drops. I'm going to put them in after we're done because it is very burning and drying to your eyes. And it is very hard to breathe at times. I don't know if you can see, but ash has been just kind of floating around. You can see in the distance how far we are from the Palisade fire. So there is an air quality issue that everyone is dealing with here in Southern California. And I think that is something that cannot be lost when we're talking about safety.
Yeah, there's just a gray beige haze behind you, Elise. I know there's mountains there in the distance, but you can barely see them. You know, something that was covered in the press conference earlier this morning was some concerns about the emergency alert systems that are going out to people, residents who live in these evacuation zones. Some of them are being told to get out. There's also people that were in the evacuation warning zones. Can you tell us about what went wrong there with the emergency alerts?
Yeah, let me walk you back to yesterday afternoon because it was a great panic for most of us here in the Los Angeles area. I was driving back from the Palisades area to my home, which is not nearby, and this alert goes out that you need to evacuate. And Liz, you know by covering wildfires in the Bay Area that there's usually like details. It'll tell you, more details of like you're in this zone 5 or, Topanga Canyon. It gives you more context, but it just said you need to evacuate. Fortunately, I have a go bag in my car. I have everything that I need, but I was just kind of like, where is this fire and which direction do I head to? So It did cause panic. About 10 minutes later, another alert came out and it basically clarified what that evacuation warning was for, that it was specific to folks who were impacted by the Kenneth fire. So a lot of people have been expressing panic. They've been expressing some distrust in that alert system. And so it is quite alarming that this would happen as Los Angeles is dealing already with so many fires. People did not know where to go.
Right. There's already so much stress and heartbreak happening for the citizens of LA County right now. And to have these alert systems come out, not really know what they mean, I can imagine that only adds to the frustration. Elise, I want to reiterate that you're near the Palisades fire and you had the opportunity to actually go into that community and look at the damage. I mean, we've seen the aerial footage and it just absolutely looks like, frankly, a bomb went off. I, too, am from Southern California, and I know Pacific Palisades, it's about a little over 20,000 people live there. We hear thousands of homes are burned. When you walk through those neighborhoods, drive through those neighborhoods, is there anything left?
It is hard to make out what's left. What is left is trauma. You're driving down Pacific Coast Highway, for example, and on both sides of the roadway, you will see homes burned to the ground. The only thing that you see is maybe like a rock here or there. And like you said, those images, those aerial images are stunning because it does look like a war zone. And what is so startling to me is that this neighborhood in particular is one of the most beautiful neighborhoods you could see. It's right off the ocean. It looks like paradise. And today, that is not the case. So it is absolutely stunning to see it up close, but the images definitely give you a glimpse of what people are going to return to, what people have lost. We do know that a lot of people have been trying to get in. They have a feeling that their home is gone. And a lot of people just say they just want to see for certain, because I think there is anguish in necessarily not knowing if there is a chance, if there is a miracle. And a lot of people are just kind of in limbo right now, Liz.
Yeah, in that area, the folks had to get out of there so quickly. And in many cases, they had to leave their cars behind. They were trying to get out. You know, the Palisades area, it's beautiful, but there's a lot of really windy roads, a lot of dead end streets. And I can imagine when all those residents are trying to get out at the same time, it can be extremely difficult. In fact, we heard that some sheriff's officers were telling people, leave your car and just start running. So a lot of folks couldn't even bring their belongings with them. Real quick before we go, Elise, I want to ask you real quickly about the firefight, because we're hearing the winds have died down. Are you seeing more aerial fire crews in the air flying, making those water drops in your area?
Yes, we have seen them. We have heard them. You can see when I was talking to you earlier this week, I was kind of hanging on to a pole for dear life. So the winds have died down, but the danger is not over yet, because the winds are expected to kick back up at the latter part of the weekend on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. So that danger, you know, they're looking forward, I guess, to these died down winds, but there is that concern that they're going to pick right back up. So hopefully firefighters will be able to make some significant progress as the winds die down.
Yeah, hopefully they can take advantage of that break in the weather. Elise Preston, live for us in Santa Monica near the Palisades fire. Stay safe, Elise. Thank you so much for talking to us today.